All right, today I have a little exciting update to share with you guys. So if you watched a previous video, I discussed how shopping for plants in person isn't, as exciting as it used to be since my collection has grown past what, just the local nurseries have. But I still miss that shopping in-person experience and sort of the spontaneity of it and all that. And so I decided that I was going to be part of the solution for other people like me. And today I'm going to be taking a smaller glass case from IKEA over to a local vintage shop and filling it with plants, mostly Hoyas for you guys. So come along with me as I get this shelf together and take it over to the vintage store. And I think I'll give you a little tour of the vintage store as well, because it is probably, I think, the best vintage store that I've been in. So here we go. Here is the cabinet here, and I'll show you guys close up, but it's really dirty. I've been using it for plants in my house, little propagations, and I have them hooked on the sides to get more vertical growing space. This is the IKEA Baggibo. I don't know how to say it. So when I got this, it was $40, and now I think it's $64. So anyways, we're gonna clean this up. We're gonna take it over to the shop and fill it with plants so that other people who want to shop for more advanced Hoyas in person can do that. They're really dirty. Okay, so we got most of the debris out. I'm just gonna vacuum up all the light stuff, and then I'll clean it out and clean the shelves, and then we will take it to the shop and I'll show you how I'm filling it with plants. All right, let's do some cleaning. Okay, I had to mute this part too because the gal working the front desk was blasting Dolly Parton since, she passed away yesterday. And I don't want to get a copyright strike on my music for having her song in the background, because that will happen. So here's me adding some things. Like I said, just a few things today. We have some trellises, and there's some plant clips in there too. A Hoya candy, as you saw. This fun philodendron micans in that little rainbow vase. There's my little booth, and that's kind of it for now. All right, so it doesn't have a lot of plants in it now, but today I only had a few minutes to grab some and run over because I just have other things, but I wanted to get it set up, and I'll come back with some more. But I'm outside right now. I didn't want to be pestering the customers inside and walking around and talking really loudly, but I am going to take you on a tour inside really quick so you can see just how cozy and fun this vintage store feels. And I didn't want to be doing this inside, like, come with me, and like being an annoying content creator. So next thing will be maybe a voiceover when I get to editing this video. Okay, so first of all, the name of this place is Cobblestone Corner. How cute. I'm horrible at naming businesses, and they did a great job. So this is the entrance. They have all these knickknacks, and they even have, there's other booths with plants too, not just Hoyas. So if you stop by. But look at it, it's summer, and they have all these cactuses on the front porch. How freaking cute. Okay, so this crystal booth is right across from where my plants are, and honestly, this is what made me come to this vintage booth in the first place. I saw one of their posts on Instagram, and I thought, that's really cute and really well done, and I want to go see it in person. And so I did, and I think I signed up that day to be a vendor at this place. And then just, I honestly love how every single square inch is full. Some of these booths are really, really well done and a little more extravagant than the others, and their displays are just really nice. I don't know that I'm that creative. The layering is great, and there are some other vintage stores that are just like giant warehouses, and each booth sort of feels disconnected. And I like how this one, everything just sort of blends together, and it just feels cozier, and it doesn't have that icky smell that those vintage stores have sometimes, If you know, you know. But the other thing about this is that it is 2 stories. They just opened the upstairs. I'm not going to show you the upstairs. If you haven't been, you need to go. I am going to take you literally up the stairs and show you the other plant person. So if you want to come shop for plants, you can see that there is more plants there. There's some over here. And they have these really nice windows. And then she has this really nice display, like a wood ladder type thing. I couldn't really get down this narrow hallway, but it looks like she's kind of cleaned out. So this is Berthoud Plant Co. And she was at an outdoor market that we did last year, and she's super nice. And so if you want a plant, I would suggest coming here as well. Look at this beautiful Syndapsis. This is maybe a third of the store that I'm showing you here really quickly. And there's just so much fun stuff, and it's all just cozy and cramped in together, and I love it. And some people have planters too. So if you buy a plant, you could look around and get a planter. I think $4 is a pretty good price, especially if you like, supporting the secondhand movement. That's a really cute tray with the oranges. But yeah, I personally love this place. The owners are awesome. This chick has air plants, and what I think are handmade air plant hangers. That one was coming out the bottom. Her booth is really cool too. It's one of the bigger ones, and she put this wallpaper backing up, and it just has so many layers. But yeah, we're coming back around to the front now. The cash register is to my left. But yeah, I love the vibe. So this is a really good location between like Denver and Fort Collins and Greeley, Estes Park. They say they have people come from all over. Okay, so that is the tour. That is my little plant booth. And thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.